Employees in Australia can now ignore their bosses outside work hours, thanks to a new law designed to curb the flood of emails and calls into life outside the office. The right to disconnect law came into effect today. As per its provisions, employees cannot be punished for refusing to read or respond to contact from their employers outside work hours. Supporters say the law gives workers the confidence to stand up against the steady invasion of their personal life by work emails, texts, and calls. A trend that's accelerated since the pandemic blurred the division between home and work.
I think it's actually really important that we have laws like this. We spend so much of our time connected to our phones, connected to our emails all day, and I think that it's really hard to switch off as it is. So having these laws come into place where, we really do disconnect is really important, especially like in my life where I have external clients who need to get a hold of me. We don't always have the same working hours. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Last year, on an average, Australians worked 281 hours of unpaid overtime, according to a survey by the Australian Institute. The monetary cost of that adds up to 130 billion Australian dollars. According to the new law, employers will still be able to contact their workers, but staff will now have the right not to respond outside working hours, unless that refusal is unreasonable. This means an employee can refuse to monitor, read, or respond to contacts from an employer or a third party, such as a client. It will be up to Australia's industrial watchdog, the Fair Work Commission, to decide whether a refusal is unreasonable or not. In doing so, it must take into account factors like the employee's role, the reason for the contact, and how it is made.
I think it's an excellent idea. I hope it catches on. I doubt it'll catch on in our industry, to tell the truth, though. Well, we are professionals, we're well paid, we're expected to deliver, and we feel we have to deliver 24 hours a day if you have to. So the phone's always on, the computer's always on, and we're working.
With my role in particular, being that it's a service nature, I feel like I'm expected to be on the line. So because I'm not engaging necessarily with my boss, I'm also with clients and whatnot, there's more of an expectation that I'm on the line after hours, and that's fine, that's the nature of the role. Because there's that that dynamic with clients, it's fine, I guess, if my boss was to call, because that's just how it is.
So what happens if there's a dispute? Employers and employees must first try and resolve disputes at work. If that fails, the Fair Work Commission can intervene. It can order a company to stop contacting an employee or bar it from taking disciplinary action against workers who refuse contact. It can also order an employee to respond to an employer in cases where their refusal is not reasonable. Not complying with the Commission's orders will attract fines up to nearly 19,000 Australian dollars for an employee and $94,000 for a company. There will be teething problems, some believe, but that can be streamlined over a period of time.
Well, I think it'll take a bit of bedding down, this reform. Some people may, mistakenly believe that they can just kind of shut down and not respond to work communications now. Some employers may be a bit worried that it is a blanket ban on all communications outside work. So it'll take a bit of getting used to and working out how to put it in place in different workplaces. And if it leads to conversations in workplaces or collective negotiations and discussions about what's okay and what's not okay, so that everybody gets in on the same page in terms of what's reasonable. And, it should help workplaces work out, managers and employees work out together between them what's needed and what's unnecessary and better ways of doing things. That's what I would hope this leads to.